supporting that Jesus lived, but I don't see any, I mean, I could be wrong, but the Jewish text that says that he lived says he supposedly rose from the dead. Is there any evidence of that?
Yes. The evidence is crystal clear in Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, James, Peter. Ma'am, other than the Quran, would you please explain to me what Muhammad taught? That is intellectually dishonest, ma'am.
But
other than the
Muhammad
teachings of Buddha,
wrote the Quran himself.
would you please tell me
Matthew,
what
Mark,
Siddhartha
and
Gautama
John?
Buddha taught? Other than the Vedas and Upanishads, would you please tell me what the avatars of Hinduism taught? Ma'am, don't you see the basic intellectual dishonesty of your point?
No, I'm saying that Muhammad taught a point. He taught philosophy. He did not say this grass is green. In Matthew, Mark, and Luke and John, they say Jesus died, he rose from the dead, he died for our sins. They are saying it is a fact, and that if we do not follow what he says, we are going to burn in hell.
Yeah.
That is not a philosophy. That is a fact.
Yeah, and Muhammad says that I'm going to hell.
He has a philosophy.
That gets me a little upset, you know?
In the Quran, he says...
All right? Now, that's what Muhammad says in the Quran. But for me to say to a Muslim, I'm sorry, take away the Quran. Now tell me what Muhammad said. I mean, that's intellectually dishonest.
No,
the Quran is very carefully preserved. We find out about Muhammad by reading the Quran.
From the dead.
Pardon?
I want 100% evidence that Jesus raised from the dead, because if you cannot give me that, then that makes the Bible incredible.
Okay, let me show you why you're intellectually dishonest. Give me 100% evidence that your mom is not just fattening you up to drop arsenic in your tea when you go home for Christmas vacation. It is possible. You can't 100% prove that.
Because I don't live with my mother. Of course I can't. She's not fattening me up. She
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
feed
Okay,
me.
if you're not going to see your mother for Christmas, obviously she won't be able to drop arsenic in your tea. But if you happen to see your mom for Christmas, can you give me 100% proof that she's not going to drop arsenic in your tea? No. All right, here's another one. Give me 100% proof that University of Illinois is going to give you a diploma on your day of graduation.
Give me 100% proof that they didn't after I got it. Jesus died 2,000 years ago.
I don't base my life on 100% truth.
I'm sorry, he died through... If you're talking about something in the future, yes, you can't give me 100% proof.
I
But
can't.
2,000 years ago, I'm pretty sure that by now we would figure out if he rose from the dead or not.
Ma'am, I can't. I don't base my life on 100% proof.
Well, maybe that's your problem.
Oh, you do? You base your life on 100% proof?
Yes.
Oh, really?
That's why I'm skeptical of everything.
Really? So that means you take a chemistry kit to the pharmacy, and when the pharmacist hands you that bottle of medicine, you chemically analyze it to make sure there's no poison in there, right?
That's why I don't take
Because unless you have
medicine.
100% proof, you would never dare take that pill and put it in your mouth, because maybe the pharmacist put poison in there.
Yes, I don't base it on 100%.
Right, thank you. So don't tell me you base your life on 100% proof. You don't.
sorry.
None of us do. It's not possible. You can't. You can't do that.
Sorry. All right.
You can't do that, ma'am.
I'm sorry. That's why I go to the pharmacy and I research it. I go to my doctor and I ask, what is this person giving me and why should I take it? That's
Good.
what I do. I'm sorry, I misstated. Yes, I do take my life in 100% skepticism. I do not go around and say, hey, I'm going to open my book at the University of Illinois and just take everything they say and take it as a truth. Of course I ask questions. Of course I look at everything skeptically.
Man, you can't be 100% skeptic. You've got
How
your
can I not
back
be?
right now turned to a lot of people. Maybe they got a knife in their pocket. They're going to stick you in the back.
And
It's
if I die,
possible.
I die.
You cannot be 100% skeptic.
If I die,
You've got
I
to learn
die.
to trust. You've got to learn to trust. If you don't trust, you're going to be a very lonely person. Now, you've got to make
I'm sorry,
reasonable decisions, but you can't be 100% skeptic. You can't be 100% proving.
Didn't you just tell us to be skeptical?
Yes, but then you've got to be reasonable when it comes to your skepticism.
Oh, so now there's a reasonable that you're going to draw the line for my reasonability.
No, I'm not.
between
I'm asking you to be
skepticism and
reasonable.
reality?
You're obviously reasonable. You've not checked all these people to see if they've got knives in their back pockets. You say, no, I'm here at the University of Illinois. The University of Illinois does not accept murderers in the student body here, usually.
No, I understand. If somebody
Therefore,
wants
I'm
to
not
kill
going
me,
to
they'll kill me if they
have
want to
to
kill me.
examine everyone's pockets. I can't prove Christ, but the evidence is that Christ is reliable. No proof. Evidence. What's the evidence? An amazing life. Don't you respect Mother Teresa? Why do you respect Mother Teresa? Because she lived a life that was so Christ-like. Why do you respect Dr. Martin Luther King? Because he lived a life in so many ways that was Christ-like, in the way he peacefully fought evil. We respect that. So, look at Christ's life. He lived a life of amazing integrity, incredible compassion. So that's one reason to trust him. Secondly, read his teachings. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If someone strikes you on the right cheek, turn to them the other also. Tremendous teachings. Demand respect. Thirdly, watch the way he dies. Nailed to a wooden crossbeam. Instead of cursing his enemies, he prays, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. But fourthly, and most importantly, 3 days after he dies, he physically, bodily rises from the dead, and over a period of 40 days, he appears to over 500 people at different times in different places, risen from the dead. It's that evidence, not proof, not 100% proof, no way. There's always room for doubt. I've got doubts. We all have doubts. But the overwhelming evidence is you can trust the man. He's not out to rip you off. He loves you. You can trust him.